Hello, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a chatty get ready with me based on this pre-raphaelite inspired look. So let's just get into it, shall we?
It's a beautiful day to feel fine.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing a little bit of a pre-raphaelite look, as I said. So that look is really inspired by consumption, which I think we know today as tuberculosis. So Victorians just looked at like dying people and said, wow, new beauty standard. But yeah, consumption patients were often very skinny, very blushed in the face, very pale. And that's kind of the look that we're going to be recreating. Obviously, the whole beauty ideal is sickly, but still conventionally attractive. So not completely sickly. Obviously, you have to still be pretty, duh. But yeah, let's just get started. I think I'm gonna color correct just a little bit first. If I could just, oh my god, I keep dipping my fingers in that palette. Just taking a little bit of this green and gonna put that on a little bit of my acne. It's going away since the last 6 times I filmed this video. Also, last time I was talking about if I should dye my hair or not. Clearly my mind was made up because I just re-dyed my roots. I like it though. I kind of only kept the blonde like growing out because I was like hooked on this idea of maybe being blonde for summer again, but girly does not know how to do math, so that one was not gonna work out. So I just decided to commit to Christian Girl Autumn a little bit early. Although August to me is autumn, which is deranged in its own way, but let's not mention that. Going in with a little bit of the Glossier Stretch Concealer, obviously on a beauty blender. Yeah, I've been super obsessed with the pre-raphaelites lately. I think it's just another one of my summer obsessions because last summer I was super into the Victorians and this time it's like romanticism, pre-raphaelites. It's all kind of in the same realm, but you know, slightly different. I'm gonna powder my problem areas right away. So right here on the tip of the nose and on my chin acne, I'm just gonna powder that right away. And then that is pretty much set. As far as this look goes, you can definitely have any imperfections showing. Pre-raphaelites love that. So if you have any like small blemishes or like veiny eyelids, this is your time to shine, girl. They were super into that. Speaking of the pre-raphaelites, I went to Tate Britain to go see Ophelia, and to my shock, horror, and surprise, Ophelia was on Alone in China, which was not disclosed on the website, so that was fun. Had a lovely time there. However, I did get to see the Tate Britain bookstore, which was my favorite part. I had to like restrain myself from buying any more books, so I only got 2. I got the Lizzie Sedal biography, and I got a book called Inventing the Victorians. Super interesting. I finished that Sedal biography in 2 days. What else can I say? I really love Lizzie Sedal. I really liked that the author of that biography didn't like portray Lizzie as like a saint. It was very realistic in that sense. I didn't prime my face. If you want, use primer. Don't be forgetful like me. So I'm just gonna go straight into blush because I forgot primer and I'm an idiot. So cream blush, we're gonna be using 2 cream blushes today. The first like lighter shade is gonna go like on the apple and up, and then a darker, more intense shade is gonna go more near the eye into the eyebrow to create some depth. Anyways, this is the Stila convertible color in the shade Peony. I got this because they use this on the Gossip Girl reboot, and I love the Gossip Girl reboot. So it was that simple. I've been super into cream blushes lately, and I've been loving this one as well. So just taking a little bit of that on a brush, and then going in. Also kind of bringing that towards the nose, kind of really just following this shape, and then taking a little bit of a beauty blender to get rid of any of the brush marks, and then going in on the other side, and also putting some on the nose bridge because even when we go back in time, we're e-girls, and that kind of connects the 2 cheeks. It looks a little intense now. Trust the process. And if you've powdered your nose, make sure to avoid that. You do not want to be layering creams on top of powders. Powders on top of creams is fine. Creams on top of powders, don't do it. And then for my second cream blush, I'm going in with the Fenty cream blush in the shade Summertime Wine. Taking that same brush again and just placing that like right here. So you want that to be higher, and then you can kind of blend that near the eye into the eyebrow. Blending that down a little bit, and you can take any side of the beauty blender you haven't used that to kind of remove it a little bit, and then you should have a very like blushed dimensional cheek going on. And then going to the other side. Can you stop being annoying? Alright, so after the blush, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of powder and set my under eyes. That's a lot of powder. Just setting the areas we've kind of concealed and that we want to stay matte. If you can go without powder, you can do that. I have oily skin, so it's not advised for me to be wild and go without powder. And make sure you also do not, under any circumstance, conceal your eyelids. If you have veiny eyelids, that's like the goal. It's literally desired for this look. Then I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a cool toned bronzer. I'm gonna just redefine my cheekbones a little bit. Like so. And then also putting a little bit under the nose. For the eyes, you kind of want to create a very sunken, swollen eyelid kind of look, but like flattering swollen eyelids, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I'm going to go in with shade Sauced on a paddle brush, like so. Just grabbing a little bit of that and kind of creating a uniform like wash on the eyelid, not blending that up, just creating like the wash. So the reason I've been super like busy and not posting on YouTube as much, there's a bunch of reasons. First of all, I've been making reels over on Instagram, because if you've been following me, you know that one of my reels went like super viral. And so now I have like 5 times the Instagram following I had a few weeks ago. So I've been making reels 2 to 3 times a week. And then I've also just been spending time with my friends every evening. That takes up a lot of my time. I've been streaming, which I didn't do last year. And overall, I was just going through a little bit of a funk with YouTube, you know, moving and figuring out how all of this works and should be color corrected was a thing. So that's really the reason why I'm a little bit more active on Instagram now than I am on YouTube. Now for the eyes, I'm going to take a little bit of this red on a pencil brush, and then I'm going to put that kind of on the lash line very slowly, and then also a little bit on the outer end of the lower lash line and kind of connecting that to the upper lash line. Almost like you're doing a wing, but you're not really doing a wing. You might be creating that shape a little bit, but you're not really making a distinct wing. Hold on, I just forgot. I have something you guys are gonna love. I got this before filming. It was £5. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? Love the frame on her, and also good piece of art. Doesn't this just scream a rich, like Hamptons woman? I think it does. I'm gonna get new plexiglass or acrylic for over top of it and maybe get a different border, but for £5, that's a bargain. Just wanted to share that with you. I think that's good. Also, this summer is just in general flying by at an unholy rate. What's up with that? I think it's because I started my summer so late. Like, I only got done June 17th. So it just feels like it's flying by. But then again, it's starting later in September. But then again, it doesn't really feel like summer break when it's August, does it? And also moving July 1st, I'm just all over the place right now. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of my highlighter. She is struggling on a same pencil brush and putting that in the inner corners and on the brow bone. Yeah. Then for eyebrows, gonna put just a little bit of eyebrow gel. You want a really, you know, natural, subtle eyebrow look. So I'm just gonna brush the hairs up and into shape a little bit for like a bushy, natural eyebrow look. And then for mascara, I'm gonna use the Glossier Lash Lick, obviously. Just for some length and like separation. You want no clumps. It needs to look like you're just naturally gifted. Like they just painted prettier lashes onto you. But really, you are tricking everyone by using a good mascara. Okay, so while that's kind of drying, let's do some fake freckles, shall we? Using the Lottie London Freckle Tint, I'm gonna be making some fake freckles. So for that, just start putting down some like irregular dots in little patches, and then grab a finger, pick that up very carefully and kind of stamp that. And just continue layering that until you have like a realistic fake freckle look. Fun fact, one of my first like videos in 2018, 2017 was a fake freckle tutorial, so I'm going back to my roots. This is me going back to my roots, baby. And then after the freckles, it's time to do my birthmarks. Waiting for that to dry, and meanwhile we can finish off with the lips. You're gonna have to conceal your lips for a minute. Just trust me. Trust the process, okay? You're gonna look stupid for just a second. Just a second. And then I'm gonna take an orange liquid lipstick and just kind of put that towards the center of the lip. And then I'm taking a nude lipstick. This is Maybelline's 630 Velvet Beige. Got this from my mom, so thank you, Mom. And just applying that over top. And then that might be a little bit too intense, so I'm just gonna do that, and it's perfect. And then finally, we can set it with some setting spray. And that's it for the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, because all of those things will help me out on my YouTube journey. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!